Okay guys, so this topic is all about exploring the rise of successful women and how this may affect their relationships. Now I just want to give you guys a little bit of context. I was actually inspired by this because someone said to me, now I'm a single woman, okay? I'm single. And someone said to me, Chantal, as you move towards the vision that you're trying to build, do you understand that you're stepping into territories of becoming undateable? And that actually made me feel, what? Because I want a man, you know, like I know that I need the right man to help me get to my next level because he's gonna push me and I'm gonna push him and all that juicy stuff. And it made me feel like, is this true? Yeah. And he said, yeah, because you're stepping into earning more than most men that you will meet. And it really got me thinking, like, it's kind of bittersweet. It's sweet because, yeah, like, I am moving forward, but it's bitter because I don't want to be single. And I know that the type of man that I want does not want me earning more than him.
Question.
So, let's explore this.
Question.
Yeah?
Does it matter if your man, if you earn more money than your man?
I think there's two layers to this. If I earn loads and loads, then it doesn't really matter. Because say if I'm earning like millions, and say if I'm earning 30 million a year and he's earning 10 million a year, I don't think that really matters, right? But if I'm earning 250k and he's earning 30k, that's an issue.
Is it?
It's an issue because the lifestyle that I want when I'm earning that kind of money is not a lifestyle that he can tap into, which means I would have to fund the majority of that.
And is that a problem?
For me, yeah.
But are you married or are you just dating? Like, are you a couple or are you married?
Can I say, why 30 grand? Well, that's a bit, that's not realistic.
Yeah. No, what do you mean not realistic?
250, 30 grand.
Okay, but hold on. Do you know that the medium salary is about 26k?
Yeah, fair enough. But
for who?
It's like 24.
In the UK,
on average.
In the UK. So this is real. It's a real conversation. So if you're earning 250k a year, let's talk about like the types of mortgage that you can get. Say if the bank will give you 4 times your money, that is £1 million, right? If you're earning 30k, you ain't living in a £1 million house. So that means that is he gonna come and live with me in my £1 million? It's conversation.
But are you married or are you not?
I don't really think.
Isn't that
she's single?
Isn't that the perspective though? The fact that you're saying that is he gonna come and live with me? If you're with somebody and you're a unit,
I'm not living in his 120,000.
Why not?
Okay, so
I've got my 1 million.
What about with men? Because we have these conversations. I have these conversations with my guys. I have these conversations with my guys all the time, and it's like, all right, cool. So if you're dating a girl if you're dating a woman who does not make as much money as you, naturally that comes with a certain mindset that is slightly different to yours. And so what does that mean then? Does that mean that the earnings becomes the criteria for dating?
Do you know what? I think a lot of it comes down to looking at the traditional gender roles. Most women, we want a protector and a provider.
I feel you.
We want a protector and a provider. If I'm out earning you by God knows how many times, you can't provide for me. You can protect me.
So find a man who who is in that bracket then.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, but the whole conversation is.
She's saying she's undateable.
It's because I'm not saying I'm undateable.
No, but it becomes a smaller people. You're saying
when I'm moving towards my vision.
Vision, yeah.
This is going to be a problem.
Okay.
Or is it going to be a problem?
Let's just bring it on a level like this. Yeah? So would you say, because you're trying to, obviously you're earning a certain amount, so you're earning 250k, yeah, and the guy that you might like or I don't know, you adore earns 30k, so you're automatically saying because he earns significantly less than you, he's therefore not a provider.
I'm saying
financially,
so,
how's that
possible?
Okay. So if we look at someone who's earning a specific salary,
yeah,
your options are different in life. So the standards that you have when you go on holiday is different. If he's earning 30k, he may feel uncomfortable to go on the 5-star all-inclusive resort that's probably £700 a night, £1,000 a night, and it's like,
That's
okay,
true.
so if I want to go there,
if you're paying, I'll be comfortable.
So
what do you mean?
I'm ready, baby.
It's kind of like
Buy me a boat too.
It kind of ties into okay. as a woman, do you have to accept, okay, if we want to go on this holiday, like, maybe I'm going to pay for this?
I think it depends on the understanding between you two as a relationship.
Does a woman want to pay for it? Sorry.
I think it depends on the respect between you two in the relationship.
Yeah.
It could have been a situation where you were once upon a time earning less than him. You know, his job, he might be passionate about his job, he might be really good at his job, but unfortunately, due to circumstances, his job only pays so much. Do you understand? Whereas your profession, that, you know, I don't know, you might have just come across a really good opportunity and the pay is exceptionally fantastic. Do you understand? So therefore, automatically, you've gone up there and he stayed down there. But the mentality, the money, it's not the money that I think it's the mentality.
On a level.
Yeah.
If you were dating a girl, she was taking you out to the shard, she'll send a chauffeur for you, she'll book you trips.
I think it's down to
you get flued out.
No.
How are you gonna feel about that?
For me personally, listen.
Yeah, she started off like that, and then she can't change.
She can't change it.
Yeah,
Listen, for
she
me-
better keep that up.
She's not sugar mummy.
For me personally speaking, yeah, if I was in that situation, it's about my own personal morals.
Would you be comfortable with that?
It's not about comfortability, it's about what I can do for
It's
her.
a yes or no.
Hold on, it's about what I can do for her with what I have. Now, I'm not the person.
But maybe you can't do much for her with 30
No.
You can massage her feet.
See, the thing is, let's
set up.
we're talking about listen, because you touched on something. You said gender roles. Let's take the figures. Let's take the figures out of it for 1 second, right? My role as a man is to provide, protect, and profess.
Of course, yeah.
Now, because I may not have more money than you, that doesn't mean I can't provide for you.
Of course.
You understand? I can provide for you in terms of your protection. I can provide for you by professing how beautiful you are.
In the bedroom.
How much?
Yeah.
Forget the bedroom. Like, in terms of like, listen.
Don't you dare forget the bedroom. What are you talking about?
Listen.
What? Nigga, what?
That's important. You never forget the
That's
bedroom.
where you lay your mark.
I think what I'm trying to say is that, see, I fucking forgot my point. But what I was trying to say is that, you know, it comes down to the money. Hold on, let me talk. Listen, no. I'm gonna talk. Yeah. It comes down to what I feel I can provide for you. I've set precedent that, listen, I was the one. I wouldn't say, look, we have a joint responsibility to shine and bounce off each other. Yeah, and because of my import, that is me providing for you. You come home, babe, I want to do this, and that. Yeah, I've kind of put energy and I've molded you in a way to be and excel in your division. So you're not just winning for you, you're winning for us.
Okay.
That's
a load of crap.
Hold on. One at a time. So, just to quickly, beautiful point, because you're right. When your woman wins, even when she's earning more, it ain't just.
It don't bother me. It don't bother me. I can still do what I want to do.
So, are you absolutely okay with your woman earning quite a bit more than you?
If my woman earns more than me, that's her problem. It's not an issue to me. You know why? Because I'm confident within myself.
But you're gonna get flued out though.
It's not an ego.
If my girl wants to fly me out, let her fly me out, because I'll still fly her out.
I will fly you out.
On 30K. To where?
Listen.
To Brighton. Where, bro?
Hold on.
You can't even go to Nigeria. What are you talking about, bro?
Because what you said actually. No.
Go on.
Number one, listen, I don't earn 30K, I earn more than that. But that's number one, that's not even an ego thing. But number two, listen, it's not the money that makes the person. Do you understand? You could have 25K or make 250K and you're still a dickhead.
But the point I want to add to that is this. So I have a friend whose missus owns a business, right? And he's a stay-at-home dad.
That can never be me. Sorry,
right?
no.
So he's a stay-at-home dad. He's a stay-at-home dad. You know,
school run and all that.
Yeah, no, they do it together. But he doesn't drive.
Kind of guy.
So
he doesn't drive.
So he doesn't drive. Listen.
Hold on.
So he doesn't drive. So she will drive and bring it. You know, he'll get out the car, go and do the thing. So I invited him over. I invited the pair of them over to my house for drinks. And I offered him a drink. I was like, yo, you know, I got some Henny, I got some Courvoisier, are you drinking? And then the first thing he does is he takes a look at his wife, almost like for the nod of approval.
Wow.
It's like he takes a look at his wife, and then his wife is like, yeah, I guess a glass isn't gonna hurt. No. I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, bro. So I'm not finished. So my guy finishes. So I get everybody drunk, man. We get comfortable with whatever. Man's drinking.
Yeah.
He keeps looking at, and then I'm
I put it there.
talking. So I separated myself from the ladies. And me and him are chatting, and obviously he's getting drunker and drunker, right? And he is so concerned about what his wife is gonna think. And that has always been my problem. If I meet a woman, oh Lord bless me to meet a woman who earns more money than me, baby, you can buy me a boat. I don't give a fuck. I could not give a fuck. I make a nice earning for
Because
myself.
you're
I am
independent,
comfortable.
but there's
I'm
guys-
comfortable. You know, maybe 8 years ago, that may have been my ego couldn't handle that. I'm at a stage in my life where I wish a lady would.
I think
I wish you
different.
would.
But the thing is, I think it comes back to the initial point that I raised, whereas if I earn 30 milli and he earns 20, it's not an issue because he's already been able to attain a certain lifestyle. It's kind of when you're earning money that doesn't enable you to tap into a luxurious lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think that is where the divide
issue
comes
is-
in.
But-
so for you can you've got a.
So I think for me,
I think starters you need to go on. If you
Yeah.
met that person that way, you can't now come to say, but hold on, darling, you don't.
You got to switch it
Yeah,
up.
you can't do that. Yeah.
You better,
Of course.
You accepted
You
them
accept
for their
them as
30
they
grand,
are.
and then you're now in a relationship with them. Of course, you're going to support them and say, "Come on, babe, how do you think you could do better?" And you support
On
them.
a real,
You can't
on a
pass
real,
them
real,
down.
real.
You can't
On a
pass
real,
them
real,
down.
real.
No,
But however,
Women.
you might have got with that person, and they've like when you two are together, you now built your thing, and now you're up there. They've supported you in that way to get you up there. So
I really
again,
like what
you
Mark
can't
said
pass them
earlier.
down.
You know what Mark said
can't.
earlier is real. I like that because some guys are very egotistical and they were just bad minded.
Including
I've been in
Mark.
situation. No. I don't know about Mark. But some guys are very egotistical. They were jealous. They were in bad mind. Like, oh,
For
why
me-
is this bitch
for me,
working
it's
more
not
money
a
than
jealous
me? Like,
thing.
so
It's
when
not
he said
for-
that's fine for his woman to earn more, that's really good. to
On a
see,
real,
you know?
I feel like where I am in my life, right? There are certain things that I now understand my love language, right? There is
Because you're
nothing.
earning enough
There is
money.
nothing
You're
more.
not- guys
No,
are not earning-
listen. I understand my love language, right? There is nothing more that I find sexy to walk into the kitchen and see my lady wearing some lingerie, holding my plate. I mean, baby, like, you know what I'm saying? No, yo. So this is my. I love to be served. I love to be catered to, right? If you are earning more money than your man, how can he demand, or how can he say this is what he wants? Because I don't know any woman who's gonna do that.
Do you know what it is? Then it comes down to.
you know what I'm saying?
Then it comes down to.
But my love language is still my love
I'm
language.
gonna throw it into there, yeah, because then it comes down to tradition. Yeah, like me being a Nigerian man, some would say I forbid you to make more money than me.
Yeah.
It is not. It's not. It's not. All the stuff we talk about. It's all secondary information. Yeah. So it's like. Obviously, Michael being the guy, he doesn't mind because he's a new age guy. You understand? We are new age gentlemen. You understand? So our thoughts and our process of doing things are different. But in my father's generation, yeah, or people of my dad's age,
Well, the
and
woman should stay home and the
not
man
necessarily.
working.
I think sometimes it's kind of seen as I feel like sometimes some men are insecure within themselves that if a woman now obtains a certain amount of money, it equals to freedom.
But I feel like women
Trust me.
think the same way about men.
No.
Because
Women-
because women, the more money a man makes, the more he's exposed to a certain type of lifestyle and certain
I
type
think-
of
I think that
woman
covers-
and all of that.
I think that covers-
That is true.
and he, I'm not gonna. I can speak from my personal experience. Brings a certain level of jealousy
Come
and
on.
a certain level of
Going back-
energy into the relationship.
Going back to what you
absolutely
said now,
does, yeah.
obviously you're a professional woman and you earn more. Okay, cool. So like I was saying before, men or certain criteria of men will feel intimidated by that and won't want to date you because they will feel that they don't have control.
Enough to-
it sounds
okay.
bad, but there's no form of control. I can't tell her
What to do, when to do,
when
yeah.
to do it because she can turn around. Because
It's
so I want to
true.
say something that's quite controversial because dare I say it, it's like if they get the argument is this now. You're saying you find it quite sad that that's the case. But have you ever thought about it? Like a woman's character might change also because of that money.
That's the point I'm making.
Because you have, like what on an average basis on a day to day, yeah. Let's talk about women's role and a man's role. A woman likes to go out with her friends, have cocktails, go out to different places, and show that she's having a good time because that's her way of expressing herself. Now, with money, that's an energy. Yeah, I believe money is an energy. Do you understand?
Energy,
so there are, you know, with energy, it comes obviously you can choose good or bad, and sometimes as humans, not just women, and as humans, we're drawn to do certain things because we have the freedom to do things. Do you understand? So with a man, because he's sometimes thinking on the ground level, like, oh my God, you know, she could go on holiday with the girls when she wants. That means she can, you know, hire secret strippers, and I will never know.
What girls have you been dating, bro?
Oh my God!
That's
real. She is real. One of my best friends. No, it's not insecurity. One of my best
insecurity.
No,
it's a real thing.
It's
a real thing.
It's going on.
Insecurity or not, it's still real.
That's what I'm saying.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
I know for a fact, just thinking about like past relationships that I've been in, and like past relationships when I wasn't that ambitious before, I know that like I can think of like one ex from the top of my head who would absolutely sabotage me right now. He would put a cap on my earning because he wouldn't want me to.
Where's he from? Country?
Wow.
I don't want to go into anything.
No, can I just?
I want to respect.
No, but
I think it's individual, man. It's
individual.
Yeah, it's
But I just want to dig
But
into it.
I know.
You always want dirt, innit?
I want dirt. I want dirt.
You're so nasty.
I had to go. His pride was up here. He ain't having no woman.
He's Nigerian, innit? He's Nigerian, innit?
So basically, I know things. I wasn't that ambitious then.
Was it because of him you weren't ambitious, or was it the time,
he
around the
actually
time?
pushed me, but I wasn't that ambitious then. But I'm really ambitious now, so I know that he would put little sneaky things in place.
I believe he
To
pushed.
block
you,
me.
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
He pushed you with the expectation on a mindset that you weren't going to achieve.
You were going to do it anyway.
So that was his kind of thing.
I find that quite. I find that
Don't
quite.
even
sad.
shoot
A lot of guys do
I hear that, but a lot of guys do that.
I'm just saying that I know that there are a lot of guys because of their pride, they don't actually want their woman to earn more than them. So coming back to the question, and especially when I'm a traditional woman in a sense that like I still respect the gender roles. There's still certain things that I would happily do. I'd happily cook. I'm into the cooking and all that kind of stuff. But as a man,
What else?
no, I'm into the traditional gender roles. Okay, I will do my part as a woman. I'm not this new age feminist. I'm still very traditional. Even though I want to make a lot of money, I'm still very traditional with everything else. So I still want him to play his roles too. I want him to.
Can I ask you something? If you met,
I would want him to earn more money than me.
Tomorrow you become a multi-millionaire, yeah, and you meet a guy who has all the promise in the world, right, and all he needs is a little nudge, yeah, and a bit of an investment.
How do you define promise?
What do you mean?
How do you define promise? Every waste man has a promise.
That's not digress.
Every
It's just an example.
Okay, so
He needed an investment.
If he showed me his business plan and it looked viable.
What about?
And it looked like,
Okay.
you know what, he's actually, if I believe,
Trying.
here's the thing, he doesn't have to earn more money than me, alright, but here's the thing, his vision has to be
But vision is not enough.
No, but
let's
he
strip
has
it.
to have a plan.
Okay, get it. Let's
a
strip
plan, a
it.
solid plan.
Let's make it realistic as possible. He
Yeah.
doesn't have. He has a plan, but
Yeah.
he's not someone who's able to kind of show you the business.
Personally.
Hold on. He doesn't, but he knows that. Obviously, you've been together for a while, yeah. Now he can see that the disrespect is coming because he's already started feeling insecure.
He's feeling disrespected
So
by me.
no, so anything he becomes sensitive. You know, you could say, babe, can
But
you
that's
help
on
me?
his own insecurity, though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say, but that's because of his situation is making him feel like that.
Right.
So what I'm saying is, if you not met a guy like that, you're a millionaire, and you know he said, oh, I need about a 50
You better
grand
run.
investment.
I bet
You better run.
No.
He needs a 50 grand investment.
Would you?
Of course you would.
Would you do
If
it?
you like
Or what-
him.
Because you're saying
If I
you're
loved him
talking
and I
about
believed in
you're
him,
talking about gender role here.
Yeah.
So you believe he's meant to
If I
provide.
loved him and if I believed in his vision, and also I felt that I could have a part in that vision too.
Yeah.
Why not? If I've got the money sitting in the
So
bank.
you said 50%.
Listen, here's the thing.
50%.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Hustler.
Here's the thing.
Baby, it's cool. You can have it.
Here's
I want
the thing.
interest.
If I have made a decision to be with this guy, then that means that I'm looking to get married at some point. Therefore, my money is his money. If I've decided to be,
personally, this is what I say to guys, man. I say to, I've got this. I had. So I do mentorship, right? And I've got this guy, 24-year-old. In love with this woman, right? And he's starting his career. He wants to provide for her, right? And
or bring something to the table.
And looking back at myself at age 24, if I could go back and give myself any advice, I'd be like, to be fair, I was trying it just kind of didn't work. But I just feel like if you don't have any money, bro, what are you out here dating for? Chill. Get your money up first before you start dating. Like, I believe, bro.
You know why you're
listen. Let me finish.
You're wrong.
I could be, yeah.
Wow.
I could be, but I'm not. And the reason I say that.
So they won't get no pum pum because they haven't got.
Let me tell you something. Real talk, yeah. Between the age of 19. Between the age of 19 and 22, I didn't date nobody. It wasn't because I didn't have interest in women or anything. I didn't date guys. Focus. I didn't date anybody. I wasn't trying to holler at anybody. I was focused on building my business, right? I didn't have money to take you out. Fam, chill. I'm investing every penny into establishing myself. But when I was focused for 3 years, I was not dating anybody. I was not sexing anybody. I was not trying to holler at anybody because I couldn't take you. There were certain things that I feel like as a man, right? There's nothing worse than wanting to do something for your woman, but you know you can't do it.
Exactly.
Like what is? Let me say this. Let me finish.
Foolishness now. Foolishness. Nonsense.
There is nothing that feels worse than that. And the journey, especially if you're trying to build something, the journey of entrepreneurship in itself is stressful and difficult as it is, without having to add on the extra pressure of having to please somebody else.
Okay,
I don't think you can give that advice to people because everybody's priorities are different. Because one minute you'll be like, oh, I need to get my business first, then I need to earn this amount first. Some people can build together.
Yeah, obviously we don't want to work this guy.
It's not always about let me get my money up first because you will stay single forever.
Which goes to my next
After one thing, there'll be something else. Oh no, I need to do this
which goes to my
first,
next point.
do that
Yeah.
first. So
I believe like Michael. That's a personal decision, and I respect that decision. I respect that decision because it shows that's what Michael wanted. You know, it showed that. You know what? I don't want the disrespect from a woman telling me I can't do this. That.
Yeah.
So I'm making it a personal choice to set myself a standard. So okay, there's people in this world here that cannot succeed, and I say cannot succeed without we can call it soulmate or someone that believes in them, that has the energy that gives them. I'll give you a prime example. Anyone familiar with Conor McGregor?
Yes.
Like, cool. Read his story. Conor McGregor was broke, living in his car, had £6 or $6 to his name when he was like becoming a UFC fighter. He had nothing. His girl was working 2 jobs, a graduate and all the other good mushy shit that comes with it. Yeah. Now she could have chose to leave him. He didn't. She was giving him money to go to training. How about that? Now Conor McGregor is the most electrifying. As you know, the most electrifying, the most known world sports identity or character there is, and he owes it all to that woman. Now this is only because without that woman, he said it. He said without her, I would have quit. I would have quit. I had nothing. I broke my bone. I broke this.
I'll be honest.
I get you.
I have been single, not dating for 2 years.
Yeah.
Totally single, okay?
Yeah, cool.
The reason being is because I know that my guy wants a boss woman. He wants a powerful woman.
Yeah.
So I've been building, I've been working, preparing myself for my king. So I'm of that similar thinking in that I'm getting ready for my man. He don't want no bootless girl.
But then what about?
But if it comes already, you're not going to turn it down and say,
I'm gonna say, come on. So for me, I've been laser focused for 2 years. No man, no male energy distraction, just grafting.
Do you know the thing about what you're saying? I respect what you're saying, but the laser focus can also turn into old focus. What I'm talking about is like, I just made that old focus up, but what I mean is that you could be so driven by succeeding for this expectation of a man that never existed.
That is true. That is true.
You could get.
That's the smartest thing I ever heard you say.
Yeah. Come on,
trying to say is that, you know,
life is too short,
listen,
man.
you're a beautiful woman, and at the end of the day, there might be times where this is speaking on a Christian level or whatever. Listen, God sends people in your life for two reasons, yeah? It's either to teach you something or to uplift you, yeah? Even if it's a bad thing, that taught you something, right? Now, what I'm trying to say to you, along the line of you being visioned, or in a certain way, tunnel vision, you could have pushed away potentials.
To be honest, I haven't met any.
No. What I'm trying to say, potentials.
You ain't been out in the right places.
Your expectations could be like, no, I need this, and that. And you're right to think like that, but don't get lost in that and cut off a potential one of the
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
When I say, it wouldn't matter if you've reached there.
I agree.
Or not.
Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Right? When I was I say 19 to 22. When I was 22, I met somebody in my life who, together, we continued to build and do whatever we needed to do. Right? It wasn't necessarily what I wanted to do, but it was somebody who came who didn't care about where I was. And just saw the vision of where I wanted to go, and she just walked with me, and we did that together. But so it can happen, but now looking back at my younger self,
was it worth it?
It was what it was. I have a beautiful daughter out of that relationship, and I'm always going to be grateful for that. However, talking to my younger self. There were certain unnecessary stresses that I brought on myself, which I could have alleviated if I hadn't gotten myself into that situation.
True.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that it was bad.
But then
all of those things have contributed to making me who I am today. Yeah. No doubt.
But we're living a shoulda, woulda, coulda.
I'm not saying shoulda, woulda, coulda to me. I'm talking to somebody who is now coming up, right? I'm saying that I did certain things that I know made my journey a little bit more difficult. In the same way, first dumbest decision I ever did was take out a business loan. When I'm speaking to my younger mentees who are coming up, I'm not going to advise you to take a business loan.
I'm talking about
the point I'm taking is I'm talking about advice. Based off of what I have now experienced, that I now know, I'm speaking to somebody who is younger than me, who wants to follow a similar path, I'm telling you that I managed to persevere through these situations, but your journey will be easier if you can avoid these pitfalls.
Yeah, but relationships.
Ask the audience a question.
Yeah, the audience time, because they say no.
I want guys and girls involved. Ladies, make some noise if you're happy to make more money than your man.
Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
What kind of,
Okay.
Why? Should we say why now?
See, I think there comes up.
Why?
Now, make some noise if you'd like your man to make more money than you. Okay. Now, guys, make some noise if you're more than happy for your lady to make more money than you.
Now, yes. I wish.
Okay, so it's a bit.
Yeah,
you know what? This is one thing I'm gonna say. Like, I've lived that life. You know, we've decided to. Okay, the infrastructure that you decided to do, I didn't do that. I went on the opposite. Now, what are we talking about? So, in terms of like, you said, you're giving advice, yeah. But I kind of see that advice to your younger self in terms of a relationship, right? Yeah, which can be used, yeah. Now, at the same age, 19, let's say 19, 20, yeah. You know, you're at that age where you're gullible. You believe that you're going to get a job, and you believe you can achieve anything at that time. I dated a woman that was older than me. I think she was like 25 at the time.
How old were you?
I was 19.
I was like about 19, yeah. So she was working at IBM. She was making a crazy amount of money, and I was doing what I was doing.
You're in gym.
I was more on the road doing what I needed to do to make money. So it wasn't regular.
You were a road man.
No, not like that. No. I did what I needed to do. Do you understand? To make money. At the end of the day, how you make your money is you do what you need to do to provide. Do you understand? I'm not proud of what I used to do at one part of the time, but it is what it is. And for me at the time, what was the pressures, like Michael said, the pressures of dating a woman that made more money than me was I was doing things that were crazy. Do you understand? I was going cunt. You know, I was spending.
You were what?
Don't worry.
What you did?
You said you were going country.
I was uptown. I was taking unnecessary risks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. You wanted to impress.
Because you felt like you needed to make more money.
Because I was comfortable making money. All the girls on my age, I didn't want the girls my age. Not even age. I didn't want the girls on my level because none of them were rocking what I was rocking.
Sure.
They weren't doing. I wanted a certain lifestyle.
Sure.
But with a certain lifestyle, a new level comes a new devil. Do you understand? So when I was dating the woman that was wearing Prada, I needed to be working.
That was it, Prada.
You know what I'm saying? I needed to be banging Givenchy and all them kind of things. I was cool bossing Reebok Classics. Do you understand?
Right.
But at the time, I know I needed to
unnecessary
do
pressure.
unnecessary pressure, which
Because
is
she
fair.
would drive you to level.
But in that, yeah, I made some crazy mistakes. I did a couple of things, and you know what? Eventually, it taught me a lesson. Like I said, I didn't lose from it. I learned a lesson. You know, we had a conversation one time. She sat me down and she told me that I'm not on a level straight.
Why?
Because my income wasn't up to her standards. Not even just that, I was making good money, but she was
How
real
much
with
were you
it.
making at the time?
I was making more than 30k. Pull it as that. I made triple. I made triple. I could make 30k in a week.
So what happened?
I could make 30k in
So
a
you
week.
were making 30k a week?
Say that again.
You were making 30k a week?
Yeah, I was doing what. Yeah, I was.
Delicious.
If you know what country it is, I was going country. I was doing what I did to do. It wasn't regular. Do you understand? Hear what I said?
Maybe because it wasn't there for her.
Do you understand? But I'm projecting what my perfect score records were a week. Not saying that it was actually happening. Do you understand?
But when you had a good week, it was 30k.
Fantastic. I could do what the hell I
How much
want.
was she earning? Just out of curiosity.
She went for IBM. No. She was making serious cake.
How much is serious cake?
For me at that time, serious cake. Anyone that's earning 200.
He was 19 days.
Yeah.
He
I
was
was
19 at the time. Come
Do you
on,
understand? So,
yeah.
my perception, for me, I was still making more than men are making
You were
today.
really high earner.
So she set you down.
You're trying to set me up. You're trying to set me up. So what I'm trying to say, no, real talk. Listen, as long as I'm able to give, listen, my mum is not asking me questions at them times. I'm giving her my money. Do you understand? She's not asking. She's saying, God bless you.
teenager.
Do you understand?
God bless you, my son.
Do you understand? So from
African mum.
So what?
real talk. So she sat me down because obviously she's not a donor. Do you understand?
Oh, she knew that you were doing
She
that.
knew I was doing, because I was doing things for my age that was not seen. You had to be a footballer. You had to be someone that was like a celebrity or someone that was earning like one of a kind. Do you understand? To be doing what I was doing, and I took that risk. And I knew what came with the risk.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Obviously, things changed. I went legit. I only went into that kind of limelight or doing that same thing to put myself through certain educational programs and just to structure my life. You have to go bent before you go straight. Do you understand? So she sat me down, see what I was doing. She knew she was making more than me, and she literally destroyed any form of ego, confidence, anything that I've telling me you're not man enough for me. Do you know what? And this, no. But what?
Bring it in.
But what I'm trying to say is that when she said I'm not man enough, it wasn't just the money. It's because what I was doing was classified as a little boy thing.
Right.
Do you understand? Because I'm not thinking long term. Do you understand?
Yeah.
She's not dumb.
But maybe because she's older than you, that's what she's saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's the thing, innit? That's where the age difference comes in now.
Obviously, when we were talking about earlier, when we were talking about, oh my God, a man's got to provide and profess. I was providing.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But I wasn't providing in the manner she respected or seen was providing. It was seen as like I'm just taking a cheap cut, therefore no prospects, no longevity,
and no
shoot way fast boy money, 50%, boom, we're done. Do you understand? Boom.
Wow, crazy.
Thank you for that.
I'm still that man.
So ladies, I'm interested in hearing your points of view. So
No, for me, that's definitely okay. No, I'm not uncomfortable with that.
So
If you earn more money than your man.
If listen, everyone would like to earn more money than their man.
Okay.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I've been through situations where I've been earning less. And guys take the piss out of me in it. So for that,
So you want to take the piss out of
It's
men?
my time to take the piss. I don't care.
See, this is why we
my
don't
time
fuck
to
with
take the
that
piss.
shit.
Yeah, I've been through shit in it in the past.
It'd be okay
yeah.
if I built to there with him, then that would be okay. But I don't think if I was already there that I would go out with somebody who's earning significantly lower than me. I don't think there would be an initial time or attraction for me to even get into something like that.
Yeah, I think
that's just natural. I don't know. I just feel like if I'm earning them levels and I'm around them sort of people, I'm naturally gonna maybe date and be with somebody who's not saying they have to be more than me. They might just be a little bit less, but I don't know about that big difference of 250 to 30k. I can't see realistically. I can't see that happening.
Now, do you guys think that ladies would potentially stay in relationships and circumstances where they don't want to be in because the fear of if I leave, I can't continue to afford to
100%.
buy this Chanel and this Gucci because my salary ain't gonna allow it.
Since
So
the beginning of time.
if I leave, then I'm not gonna fight. So do you think that? Unfortunately, there's instances where ladies are staying in circumstances.
100%.
Comfortability. They're comfortable. If you're comfortable, why are you gonna fuck
And
my
so,
shit?
do you feel that you would allow a man to do naughtiness, like cheat, for instance?
They allow it because they know they've got no mouth.
They've got no.
I made this. Listen, I made this example earlier on. You know, there are some men that feel like when women get a bit of money, they go a bit. Do you understand? So, with a woman, let me be honest with you.
I can't even recall that.
Why does money have to equal cheating?
Money's an energy. Let's be real.
It is.
So you couldn't cheat when you were poor. You could only cheat when you were rich.
If you are cheating broadcast, you need to get rid of that nigga today.
Listen, I remember.
All right? Don't let no broke ass nigga cheat on your
When I
head.
was 19,
The fuck? Respect yourself.
What you just said, you know, I remember when I was like 20, I was dating this guy. And he didn't have a car, he didn't have a job, nothing.
He's a waste man.
He used to come and see me. He used to come and look for me every day at my house. As soon as he start making money on the road, as soon as he start driving, I start seeing him less. Because he's got a car now, he can go and pick up bitches and do bare things. I start seeing him less. So what you just said is true. As soon as they start making money, guys switch. I'm telling you.
Everybody goes through a journey of life, right? You know, when you...
But you used to be at home with me every night.
Well, man's got pee now, innit? Man can go out. Fuck me now.
You start going clubbing, you start picking up girls.
Let me say this. There's a journey of life. The reason why...
It's to do with age, though.
The reason... I don't think it's an age. No. Let me tell you this.
My friend is going through the same thing now. It's not age.
I have a friend. I have a friend, right? I have a friend who's... I think he's 45 now, right? And he probably didn't start making serious money until maybe the last 5 years.
Seriously?
Old grown Asian man. I remember last year he made 30 million in September. He did an IPO, made 30 million in one day. His life.
That is a lot.
Let me finish. Oh my God. It's an IPO, isn't it? You need a brand first. You need a product. Okay. So this guy. So you know, I've known him for a long time. The way man's lifestyle has changed. He calls me on the first day night. He's like, bro, Biggin Hill, 10 a.m. tomorrow. He's got private jet waiting. We're going to IB for 48 hours, no sleep, banging. Right? The point I'm saying is, when you start making more money, man,
your lifestyle changes.
Your appetite increases, your appetite changes. There are certain things, everybody had those fantasies that when you were growing up, you wish you could get that girl. Now you can get that girl. You want to explore all your options.
But we women don't do that.
Women do exactly the same thing. Money is energy. When you have so much more energy, male or female, your options, your plethora of options are now wide. And so you want to explore. Once upon a time when you used to find that he could just massage your feet and you could feel that shit. Not anymore, nigga. Not anymore. That shit don't feel good no more. And that's the reality.
So, you know, to be honest, it's quite a healthy conclusion. The conclusion, which I posed, was: will it become difficult if you're a high-flying lady to find a partner if you're going to potentially earn more than him? And the answer,
I think it's yes.
Is okay.
If she's been making more money for a while and she's got all those things out of the way.
Pretty much every guy in this room said that they're actually okay with their lady anymore. So the conclusion is, it doesn't really matter then, does it?
It does. Can I tell you why?
It does.
It depends on our attitude. There's no right answer, there's no wrong answer. But one thing I will say is this, innit? Women change as well, you know.
We don't.
With the money. Listen, you know what? Like,
yes, we do. You know what? Can I just add?
Do you?
Can I just add? When women make more, we actually do more good.
Okay, no, can I say something?
We do.
Can I say something?
We do more
This is just a wild statement, yeah?
We just want to spoil everyone.
You make more money. You know it's an uh-oh moment. Yeah, you make more money now. I tell you, you're going to become more tense. You're not going to trust nobody. You're not going to definitely trust no guy. Because you're going to be like, he's after my shit. So therefore, it's going to be hard for yourself. Because you made it hard for yourself. Because instead of taking the journey with a man, like a man takes with a woman, you've made it hard because you're tunnel vision and laser vision. So therefore, you're making it difficult for yourself because you're like, hey, fuck you. I need a rich nigga. I need a...
Ladies!
Thank you guys.
Oh my God.
I'm not done yet.